A pleasant day to everyone. I am Christine Agdepa and I am tasked to discuss the last phase and process of curriculum development under the topic Levels of Curriculum Improvement. So after the discussion, we are expected to define what is curriculum improvement, distinguish the different levels of curriculum improvement, and explain the different levels of curriculum improvement. So what is a curriculum improvement? A curriculum improvement is a phase of curriculum development that focuses on the change which will take place in a certain aspects of the curriculum without changing the fundamental conceptions. It is also a systematic process which is being undertaken by curriculum developers when they enrich or modify certain aspects of a particular program. So, a curriculum improvement is focused on enhancing and modifying certain aspects without changing fundamental conceptions, elements, and structures in the curriculum. So, the levels of curriculum improvement. The reflection of the curriculum that we have within the school is not something that appears out of nowhere. As you can recall in our previous discussion, our curriculum has four foundations or major foundations. We have philosophical, the psychological, sociocultural, and the historical foundation. But in the current society, we also have these four different levels of the curriculum before it reaches the learners. So, the levels of curriculum improvement refers to the degree of remoteness from the students for whom the curricula were planned. In other words, it is based on how far the learner is from the source of the decision made about the curriculum. Our goal here in the levels of curriculum is from the society to reach the learner. So because in the 21st century education, we are putting the learners as the center of the curriculum since we are making the curriculum or the education for them. So, from the definition mentioned a while ago, we have these four different levels of curriculum. We have the societal, institutional, instructional, and experiential level. As you can see in our diagram, we have the outer layer and the inner layer. The outermost layer of the levels of curriculum is referred to as the societal level, followed by the institutional level, and then the instructional level, and lastly, the innermost layer, which is the experiential level up to the learner. And as you can observe, the societal level is the farthest from the learners and the curriculum, while the experiential level is the nearest from the learners and the curriculum. Now, let's proceed to the first level of the curriculum, which is the societal level. So, from the word societal, this level is composed of the society. Again, just like what I've said earlier, the societal level is the farthest from our learners and to the curriculum. So, sino nga ba ang mga taong involved dito sa level na ito? So, in this level of curriculum, we have the public stakeholders. So, sino-sino ang mga sino-sino ang public stakeholders? So, in the public stakeholders, we have the family, politicians, experts, and professional organizations. So, ano nga ba yung roles or ginagampanan nila sa ating curriculum? So, the first one is family and politicians. The family and politicians is that they provide financial support and budget to improve our education curriculum. Like for example, our families or parents, if they gave us money to support our education, like panggastos sa research or pambili ng mga school supplies or anything that can improve our education, then that's a societal level. Another is the politicians. So, it is a big factor if education is their priority among all. Example, if our president allocates budget for the education, then it is also in the societal level. Another one is we have the experts and professional organizations. So examples of these experts and professional organizations is our accreditors, like the Philippine Accrediting Association of Schools, Colleges, and Universities, or known as the PAASCU. And we have also the Philippine Association of Colleges and Universities Commission on Accreditation, or the PACUCOA. Another is that we have also the government assistance to students and teachers in private education, or also known as the GASPE program. The GASPE program is a program that provides financial assistance to our students and to teachers in order to improve access to quality education. Okay. So, now, ano nga ba ang ginagawa ng mga accreditors natin and other professional organizations sa ating curriculum? Ang ginagawa nila is they visit schools to monitor the overall activities, kung paano ba magturo ang mga teachers dito, and also the school facilities, and even the learning environment. They also check if effective ba yung ginagawa nating practices, and if may napansin sila or gusto silang ipabago about sa school's curriculum, then they will suggest or recommend a curriculum for the improvement of the school. So, ang role nila again is to suggest or recommend a curriculum. So, apart from that, we have also the historical and socio-cultural factors that influences the societal level of the curriculum. Meaning is, how do people perceive or see the curriculum, which affects the educational system. Okay, so the society also dictates on what will be the courses, subjects, or specializations to be offered. Like for example, yung mga parents natin na nagsasabi or nagde-decide, something like that, na about sa job natin, sa kukunin natin in the future, sinasabi nila na ganito ang kunin mo, mag-teacher ka, mag-nurse ka, or mag-nursing ka, mag-doctor ka, kasi yun yung in demand ngayon sa ating society. Yun yung hinahanap ngayon ng ating society, yun yung kailangan. So that's the societal level of the curriculum. It talks about the public stakeholders and the statement of the community on how this community or society influences the educational system. Okay. So now we move on to the second level, the curriculum, which is the institutional level of the curriculum. Okay, so from the word institutional naman, at this level, there comes the institutions or the schools and the universities. So, sino nga ba ang mga involved sa level na ito? So, at this level, we have the local educators like principals, administrative staffs, head teachers, and coordinators. So, ano nga ba yung ginagawa nila sa ating curriculum? So, our local educators, they are the one who operate schools, develop and implement their own educational policies, hire and supervise professional teaching staffs, and raise money to pay for schools, usually through property and taxes. So, our local educators, sila yung nagpapagana or nagpapatakbo sa isang eskwelahan. They also implement or sila yung nade-develop ng mga rules and regulations ng isang school. And kapag nag-apply tayo as a new teacher sa isang school, sila yung in charge sa atin or sila yung nagsiselect ng kanilang applicants. And also, they are the one who are responsible to pay for the school. Like for example, yung kuryente at tubig ng isang eskwelahan, sila yung nagbabayad. Okay, so they also are the one na nagmo-modify or they have the power to modify the curriculum. Like for example, paano nga ba nila minomodify yung isang curriculum? Like for example, isa akong teacher, nagpunta ako sa Ifugao para magturo, and yung mga students doon, alam ng mga local educators na skills ng mga estudyante is farming or weaving, or it's all about livelihood skills. Since dito sila mas nag-excel, ang ipoprovide kong curriculum sa kanila ay non-formal education or vocational curriculum instead na formal education. So in that way, na-modify ng mga local educators natin yung curriculum na binigay ng DepEd. Since mas kilala ng mga local educators natin yung mga estudyante nila kaysa sa DepEd, they have the power to modify the curriculum. Kahit na sa DepEd galing yung binigay na curriculum. Okay, so that's the institutional level talks about. They have the rights to modify the curriculum. Okay, so another one is institutional level is serve schools and are derived largely from the societal level. So it is commonly organized according to subjects and included the topics and themes to be studied. It also includes the district or school's written documents containing standards, philosophies, lesson plans, and guides. So just like in the societal level, since na-derive nga ito, yung institutional level, na-derive siya sa societal level, the institutional level has also the historical, sociocultural, and plus the philosophical factors that affect the curriculum. So bakit nga ba nakaka-affect yung philosophical foundation sa ating curriculum? This is because we are now referring to the schools or universities. Since each school or university, kapag kapasok mo sa isang eskwelahan or isang university, they have a prevailing philosophy. They have also the mission, the vision, core values, and strategic goals on how they want their universities or schools to be seen by other people or kung paano siya makikilala ng iba. So therefore, hindi agad-agad mag-offer yung school ng courses na in demand kahit na in demand yung isang course na hinahanap ng societal level, hindi ito agad-agad tatanggapin ni institutional level kasi nga may philosophy and goals silang sinusunod. Like for example, the demand for nurses is high, especially in our current situation. May ibang university na nag-o-offer ng nursing while other university naman is hindi. So bakit nga ba may ganito? This is because of the mandate of the school. So for example, the TUP, or which is known as the Technological University of the Philippines. The mandate of that school is focused on engineering and technology. Since nafocus siya sa engineering and technology courses, is it somehow aligned if they offer nursing? Syempre hindi, kasi hindi siya nakaangkla or hindi nakaangkla yung nursing sa philosophy ng TUP, kaya hindi niya ito i-offer. Okay, so that's the institutional level. Now let's proceed to the third level of the curriculum, which is the instructional level. So from the word instructional, this level refers to the instruction which is developed by our classroom teachers. So after gumawa ng curriculum and mag-draft ng buong program for the entire academic year, ipapasa na ngayon ito kay teacher. So this is now where the teachers use of the curriculum. They implement the curriculum and delivers the content of the curriculum, the planned activities, and the lessons. It also includes the teaching strategies, the styles, and the approaches of the teacher. So teachers base instructional curricula on what has been determined as necessary for the school-by-school authorities. This curriculum takes on the individual teacher's priorities, views of education, style, and is also subject to reform and criticism. This level is influenced by philosophical and psychological factors. So, bakit philosophy? Because it depends on the subject and the teacher is teaching. It also because it depends on the philosophy of the teacher. So, nagbe-base yung philosophy sa depende sa subject, sa philosophy ng subject, and sa philosophy ni teacher. So, the philosophy of the teacher asks something about what, why, and how he or she teach. So, another that affects this level of curriculum is the psychology. It is because the strategies, the styles, and the approaches of the teacher varies. Kahit na sabihin mong same kayo ng topic or same kayo ng content na ituturo, si teacher, may iba't iba yan na strategies kung paano niya ituturo yung subject sa mga estudyante niya. It also depends on the group of the students they have. And since iba-iba ang levels of knowledge ng mga bata, then kailangan mag-adjust si teacher. Kailangan niyang baguhin yung method or approach niya sa pagtuturo kung kinakailangan. Kaya nga meron tayong tinatawag na differentiated learning, wherein the instruction varies based on students' interests, preferences, strengths, and struggles. So, again, the instructional level of the curriculum is the teacher's use of the curriculum, which is mandated by the institution that is taken from the society. So, again, our goal here in the levels of curriculum is from the society to reach our learners. But before we bridge that to our learners, bago makarating yung curriculum sa learners, papasok muna dito, of course, ang fourth level of the curriculum, which is the experiential level. So, the experiential level of the curriculum is, it is the nearest from the curriculum. And from the word experiential, we have the learners who experience the curriculum. Sila na ngayon yung recipient ng curriculum. Here, the learners are not passive recipient of knowledge, but a choosing and self-managing learners. They also construct their own meanings from their classroom experiences. And this curriculum is challenging but flexible, innovative, and learner-friendly. Experiential level is, it bridges from the content to the learner. It allows the learners to clearly grasp the learning goals and progress purposely through active learning. Teachers instructs the topic or content which vary depending on their experiences. Learning experience tells us if the learning is meaningful or not. Okay, so teachers instructs the topic or content which vary depending on their experiences. Remember that students have different knowledge and experiences. They are all unique in terms of learning. So make sure, as a teacher, make sure na dapat yung tinuturo mo sa kanila is alam mong makakarelate lahat yung mga estudyante mo. So that kapag alam nila yung mga binabanggit mo, yung tinuturo mo, related sila sa lahat. Then mas gaganaan silang makinig at matuto kapag ganito, which also leads to interactive learning. Kasi nga nakaka-receive tayo ng feedback between you as a teacher and your students. Learning experience tells us if the learning is meaningful or not. So, kung nakikita ng mga estudyante mo yung relevancy ng tinuturo mo sa real world, or kung i-apply nila ito in real life, then they are engaging, or you are engaging them in a meaningful learning experience. So that is why it is important for us future teachers, when we teach, make sure that we should reach the experiential level. Wag nating i-expect na malawak na agad yung cognitive development ng bata. We should also scaffold them, our students. So, kapag nagbibigay tayo ng mga activities, ganun, dapat alam natin na yung activity na yun, yung ipapagawa natin activity na yun, is dapat ma-meet natin yung learning objectives na gusto nating ma-meet para sa kanila. And dito rin nagkakaroon ng moment ng learning. Masasabi niya na, ganito yung natutunan ko sa activity, ganito pala yun. So, ibig sabihin, nakikita niya or parang na-sense niya in real life or application yung mga tinuturo mo, niya a-apply sa totoong buhay. So, kapag niya-apply niya ito sa real life or na-relate niya ito sa totoong buhay, then mas lalo niyang makiintindihan yung concept ng itinuturo mo. So, that's the experiential level of curriculum. So, again, the 4 different levels of curriculum improvement is we have the societal level, institutional level, instructional level, and lastly, the experiential level of the curriculum improvement. So that's all with my report. Thank you and have a good day.